You have no idea what you got involved with. You're messing with it. You have no idea. Congratulations.
Y'all better tune in to Monday nights after Raw. To the only show doing a recap when it goes off. You know how Mondays go. Watch your Raw first.
Can we get a new theme song already, please? Welcome. Perfect Plex Talk Radio is in the building. The night after WWE Extreme Rules, we shall get extreme this evening. 347-637-3859. My name is Mike Knoxxx. I'm the CEO. I spell it with 3 X's because I'm hardcore. You want to find out? X that whore that you dated. People, we told you we had a guest for you today. I told you I had the first black Intercontinental Champion. He's coming into the barbershop. So do what we do. Stand on your feet for Mr. Tony, a.k.a. Ahmed Johnson. Norris! What's going on, Tony?
I like that. I can live with that.
That's the only way I know how to live, Mr. I don't know if to call you Tony, call you Ahmed Johnson. I'm just glad I'm calling you something. How you doing this evening?
Right. You're my friend. Call me what you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. I'll tell you what me and The Rock got into a fight about in the locker room. We got in a fight in the locker room one day because I was on the other side of the locker. He didn't know I was in there. He walked in there, Sean, Billy Gunn, Dog, and somebody else, another white guy. They were talking to him, and they had no idea I was in the locker room on the other side. Mm-hmm. They were talking to him, and he made the statement that his mother had an affair with a white guy and got pregnant with him.
What?
And that was something he wouldn't tell the fans, that his mother had an affair with a white guy and got pregnant with him. So he was denying his black heritage all the way around.
I'm assuming since then there's been a paternity test.
Huh?
I'm assuming since then he's got a paternity test and maybe...
I don't know what he got in, dog, but that led to a fight between me and him in the locker room, a fist fight. And then I fronted him about it. When I got around, he was like, "Oh man, I was just kidding with them. No, you wasn't. If I wasn't on the other side, you would have kept that shit as true."
Wow. 347-637-3859. Now, we have told you Extreme Rules ain't have nothing on Perfect Plex Talk Radio, BDSIR Networks. We got my man Rocket and Reese calling in from Philly. Reese, we are pressed for time, so I'm going to get you guys' questions in here right now. Make it quick. Be swift. The man does have a life. He needs some money like I need some money, so pay us if you want to talk longer. But, Reese, you on with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Ahmed Johnson. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's good, champ? I had to ask
What's up, Phil?
Your first moment in the WWF, you had to body slam Yokozuna. I had to ask you, like, was you worried about like, oh man, my first day on the job, I'm gonna have to risk hurt myself trying to lift up this 670-pound man?
Man, I was scared as shit. I was scared. Let me tell you what happened on that. I was new in the business. When you're new, you're the green guy. The veterans give you hell, bruh. You got hell to pay, and you got to prove yourself to them. So I went to Yoko and said, "Hey, Yoko, Vince want me to slam you at the end of your match." He looks me dead in my face, dog, and tells me, "Well, I hope you can pick me the fuck up." I'm like, "Oh, why you say that?" And he's like, "Because I'm not jumping for you. When we slam people, we don't really slam them. They jump, and we just help you carry over your weight. We just guide you on the slam. We don't really slam you." And this dude told me he wasn't going to help me or jump. Dog, I stayed back there the whole match. When I watched the match, I'm being honest with you. I was thinking about my child abuse that I went through. I was putting everything in my mind that I hated. I was trying to think of my girl cheating. She didn't, because I would have killed her if she did. But I was trying to think of my girl cheating with another guy. Anything that could make me mad. So when I got to that ring, dog, I was pumped. So when I picked this big ass up, man, dog, first of all, I love Yokozuna. Don't get me wrong. When we had a problem to get him, I love him.
Rest in peace, Rodney.
But, yeah, he my boy. I love him to death. We end up being road partners right up down the road together when we can find a car big enough for both our asses. But I picked him up, man, and he was so big, it felt like my hand disappeared in his asshole. It felt like Jell-O. And when I picked him up, he tripped out. Because when I grabbed him and when I flipped him, he said, "Oh, shit." He couldn't believe it. So I snatched his big ass up. And then I looked at the tape, and I'm like, his left leg was bigger than me. But it was one of them dog where I had to slack myself out. But, I got it done.
That's what you do. I got my man. He is, without him, he's one what you call a fourth of a person, a quarter of this show right here. Buff, Chad, you are on with the first black intercontinental champion. Respect the glory. What's going on, Chad? Ask your question, my friend.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Ahmed.
What's up,
pleasure to talk. It's a pleasure to talk to you, man. I was a big fan back in the day. But my question, I'm going to jump ahead. Yeah, I'm going to jump ahead onto the WWF, and you had a short stint in 2000 in WCW. Around that time, there was definitely, it was storied in how disorganized it was, and it was definitely sinking to, when the company eventually went out of business in 2001. My question is, coming from the WWF to WCW, how much of a change was that? Because a lot of people say they didn't know who was in power and things were, so crazy backstage. And also, what led, because since you had kind of a short stint, what kind of led to you and WCW parting ways so abruptly?
Well, with WCW, first of all, as far as who ran it, it was totally opposite of WWF. And WWF, you had the warden running the prison. In WCW, the inmates ran the prison.
Yeah, I hear
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The boys ran that show. But one thing I liked about that, WCW, was they were tougher. The boys, they didn't cry about being hit like the WWF guys did. The guys in WCW felt like they were a lot tougher for some reason, man.
Hold on, I got to cut you off, Tony. 1 second. Are you telling me you're saying that you're pretty much saying the WWF back locker room guys were a bunch of pansies compared to WCW? That's what I'm hearing from my brothers. Okay, go ahead.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Lots softer.
Where the big boys played then.
No, WCW was where the big boys played.
Yeah,
WWF is where the big boys act like they play.
Wow. Oh man, I got a question off the subject of wrestling, man. I'm a huge hip hop head. How was it playing Suge Knight in that Hammer movie, man?
Dog, I had to go. I got to hang with my boy, man, for a little while. I got to go hang with him for, almost a month. We hung out together, and believe the shit, believe the hype. It's true. He's ruthless, dog. He's ruthless, and he's off the chain. I gotta like the brother, but he's ruthless and he's off the chain, and he's as vicious as you heard he is.
Well, hey. Tony, this is from my man Jazz Kumar. He's actually one of the guys that he's actually spoken with you about doing a T-shirt design for you and some graphic work. He said he had read some stuff about you and your friendship with the late Hawk from the Legion of Doom, and how close were you guys in the business out there up till he passed away. Who do you miss most amongst those guys like that?
Man, me and Hawk, dog, was this dude would call me instead of Animal to go do shows. We were sneaking out doing all kind of shows.
Come on, was that the cocaine? Was that the cocaine?
Yeah.
It was the cocaine. Rick James said, he's calling you to come do shows.
Yeah, instead of his partner. He wanted to do shows with me. Because we go out there big boy. Well, if you think about it, not even knocking Animal, although I should be, but I shouldn't talk, but not even knocking Animal, dog, just to God honest truth. When you think about the Road Warriors, you think about Hawk, because what you think about is, oh, what a rush. And
right.
He was the one that had all the athletic ability. So he kind of carried the team. And that's just God honest truth. Hawk carried the team.
Wow. We got a call coming in from 212. I think this is my man Hugo, the Latin lover, because I'm sophisticated in my manhood enough to know that Spotface, what's my name?
Big Daddy Knoxxx.
Big Daddy Knoxxx. I'll be having to follow these guys, Tony, and what's going on. But the Latin lover is here.
Tell them the truth. Hold on now. Tell them the truth. He won the bet.
I won't tell him the truth until he gets a computer board. He can handle his own mute and unmute button. We tell you the truth later. Hugo, you're on Johnson.
What's going on, Ahmed? Big fan back in the day of your work, man. Not much, man. So I got a question for you, and I just came out to the show, so I really couldn't hear most of the interview. So if you touched on this, I apologize. In 1997, you were actually, obviously you were red hot. You were en route to doing big and better, big things. But in 1997, I remember you were in the King of the Ring tournament, and I remember you defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley in the first round, and then they booked you once again to go ahead and face him once again in the pay-per-view. My question to you is, were you the winner were you the clear choice to probably be the winner at the King of the Ring? Or, why would they just take you out so quickly from the King of the Ring tournament?
Let me tell you what was going on with that, okay? I'm glad you asked that question. Vince and Vince Russo, I don't know if you guys know who Vince Russo is.
Absolutely.
But Vince Russo was the writer. He was the writer of the thing. He liked me, okay? And so Vince Russo called me and told me, because I thought they were going to give me the push for the belt too. Vince Russo called me and told me that the angle was going to be me and Undertaker was going to go at it, okay? They were going to set it up to where the fans thought that, hey, this is going to be the first black champion. But I told you earlier, they said they wasn't ready for a black champion.
Right.
Okay. So they had set it up where it looked like I was going to beat Undertaker and become the champion. But at the last second of the match, they had set up where Kane was going to interfere in the match and chokeslam me. So once again, like I said about the devil hiding in plain sight, yeah, he was going to make it, and you were going to believe that, oh, man, Ahmed's about to get the belt. He's about to get the belt. 1, 2, then Kane was going to interfere and stop it. So it would have kept both of us clean, me and Taker and WWF, because, if Kane interfered, he would have won. But it was never going to happen.
So do you think at any given time, I want to use K&E's words and just digress. Let's just think about the situation you're in. Because, I read some of your inserts and you was abused as a child, and it's very sad news to hear that. I don't want to really harp on that too much, but you come out of a poverty-stricken environment. You make it to this conglomerate, which is the WWF at the time. You probably got all the homies at home, family at home looking for you to come support them, a la the way, Hammer did. But yet you get here and the company shows interest, but yet pulls the rug from underneath of you. With that happening to you, were you glad someone like a friend of yours, Monty Brown, stepped away from the business for family?